The other day I was scrolling through Ask Reddit trying to answer as many questions as possible so I could build up karma and post elsewhere, until I came across this one question that kind of struck me. It was, what is the one thing that we have control of that has the power to completely change our lives? The first thing that came to my mind was this quote by Henry Ford. It was, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. The prerequisite for getting what you want is that you believe you can have it. I'm about to explain to you why the only reason you end up not getting what you want and it not being your fault is because the universe didn't allow you enough time and you faced your mortality. Any other reason is all on you. The first person I heard bring up this idea that I'm about to tell you was Alex Hormozi. At least, yeah, it's the first person I heard talk about it. He said, when you think about what makes God so powerful versus a man, it's the amount of time it takes to manifest the thought. When God thinks of something, he can will it instantly. For humans, we have to deal with latency. There's a time period between when we think of something until when we can make it happen. When you think about how powerful a person is, you can directly measure that against how long it takes for them to get what they want. The first thing I'm going to show you is this formula, which is the chance of an event occurring as the amount of trials that have been executed increases. This is probability of it occurring. This term right here is the chance of it not occurring. This is the amount of trials that have been committed, and this is 100% certainty. And when you plot it on a graph, the general form it takes is that shape. The 1 means 100%, the 0 means 0%. That's probability versus the amount of trials that have been executed. As time goes on, or the amount of cycles, or not cycles, the amount of trials increases, you eventually get to like 99%. And as you think of a bigger and bigger number, a bigger finite number, you get 99.999 repeating percent. You can never hit, by any finite amount of trials, 100%. You can't hit 100% unless you have infinite time. As the amount of trials approaches infinity, you'll be able to hit certainty that you'll make an event happen, or that an event will happen. Obviously, every trial in any experiment is unique and independently defined, but regarding achieving your goal or getting what you want, I'm about to define the trial for you. And it's very simple, and if you understand the general idea of every step and you're able to act on it, I can 100% guarantee you, after every time you complete this process, you will guarantee the chance of you getting what you want increasing every single time. The first step is that you validate your idea doesn't break any laws of reality. We don't know everything. We have theories that haven't been disproven yet. But all it takes is one black swan event for the universe to deliver us to destroy what we know. In the meantime, everything that's been built operates within the laws of reality, which we currently know. So, humans don't know everything individually. Individual humans don't know everything. But it's pretty simple nowadays. If you want to test whether your goal is realistic, actually realistic, you plug it into AI and you ask it, here's my goal, tell me if this is possible physically or not. Does it break any laws of reality or contradict them? And they'll probably ask you to elaborate more and define your goal more explicitly, what it entails. And you just do that and ask it for a yes or no answer in the end. And if it says yes, completed that step. The next one is what Henry Ford communicates and what a lot of philosophers and motivational speakers emphasize, and it's that you believe in yourself. And the reason why that's so important is it's because it's a part of the four fundamental steps, which I'm showing you, for getting what you want. And it's that you maintain or reinforce your belief that you can achieve it. When you believe that your goal is possible and that you can have it, you single-handedly become the most aggressive variable in the equation and alter the probability of you getting what you want in the direction of you having it. You change the odds that the universe is making in your favor. If you don't think you can do it, even thinking that you won't live long enough, that does not complete this step. And the amount of time it takes for you until you get your goal is gonna stay flat or even increase. It won't go down at all. Maybe it will, but when you think about probability wise, your probability of you getting what you want definitely will not increase. It will possibly decrease or stay flat. The reason why this is a nuance, the reason why I say that the time it takes won't go down is because even if the probability of you getting something is like 0.001%, it's still technically possible. I could buy someone else could buy scratch off tickets in my name, use my credit card, and then win the lottery and then give me all the earnings. Is that possible? Yes. Is it likely to happen versus me actually scratching off more and more tickets? No. The next step is that you take action. After that, is that you acquire information, whether it be by failure or reading books. The reason why entrepreneurs emphasize failure so much is because when you directly act in the direction of your goal and you face resistance, you know what's stopping you, you know what not to do, you know what your issue is. When you're reading books, you're kind of solving problems that you haven't faced yet, and it's a waste of time because it's a distraction from what you really need to figure out. That's why failure from action is so important, because you're streamlining the way to your goal. You're acting directly in line with where you want to be. And then you use that to reinforce your next iteration so that you're constantly improving. So if you complete each of these steps, once again, I can 100% promise you, without a doubt, factually, that the chances of you getting what you want will increase every single time that you complete a cycle. So, all in all, the only reason that you end up not getting what you want, and it's not your fault, is because you don't live to see it, or you don't live to act anymore. If you don't think you'll live long enough, or if you don't think it's possible, that breaks one of these steps. If you don't act, you break that step. If you don't learn, you break that step. So, any other reason besides the universe not letting you live long enough, it's your fault. So when someone tells you something's not realistic, come back to this video, check it against these steps, and if what they say doesn't align with it or it contradicts it, they're wrong. This is why a lot of successful people emphasize first principles thinking. People like Elon Musk, who build things that no one really thought possible. It's because he knew what the laws were that would actually stop him, and he operated with respect to that. Most people create their own limitations. That's why in Letters from Seneca, there's that one proverb in there that says, most fears that we imagine, or most fears that we have, are fears that we created. not actual limitations. That's all.